Hey guys, got a video for you here today. This is the first part of a series I'm going to be doing on kind of like warm-up technique kind of stuff. So to get started, this first one is going to be about the first thing I do when I warm up and play guitar, after I tune and all that kind of stuff. But first thing I do is arpeggios, and a lot of people do a lot of different things involving arpeggios. I used to do a lot of the Giuliani arpeggios, the 120, different ones, but I got that out of the Pumping Nylon book, which is a great book, and I would do like one set a day. And then I ended up kind of getting something through my teacher that then I changed into something different. So I'm going to be going over that today, because that's really the main thing I do as far as arpeggios go for my warm-up. So this first video is about, what I do every day when I start playing guitar. So each kind of right hand variation follows the same, what's going on left hand is always going to be the same. That's a weird way of putting it. Anyway, left hand is always going to be doing the same thing. It's basically an A major scale, but made into chords kind of thing. But anyway, for almost all of the arpeggios, you're only going to be playing the open A, open E, and then you have things going on with the G and B string here. So you're going to start off with fingers on A and C sharp, and then you're going to shift up, so you have 1, 2 there, then you want to have 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, and then finally 3, 4, then 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, open, 1, 2. So that's the whole pattern. You want to do that up and down, just like that. And then this is, the whole part of the arpeggio, because that's really more like a scale kind of thing going on with the left hand. But so when you start off, you want to do, each one starts with P, so that's easy to remember. Just start with, and by P I mean thumb. I go P-I-M-A, and then a lot of people don't use their pinky, but this actually does introduce the pinky, because I think that in the future it's going to become an important finger for playing. So that's why I just recently started working on it, so it might not look like I'm doing that great with the pinky, but I've been using my pinky for maybe a few weeks now, if that. So anyway, so that's P-I-M-A-C. So those are when I refer to those letters, that's what I mean. And those are common throughout all classical guitar stuff, so you can just look that up, or you can just rewind and listen to it again. Anyway, so the first one, you want to have your thumb on A, which is where it will always be. Then you want I on the G string, M on the B string, and A on the E string. Then you want to do that same pattern up and down, but you want to do P-I-M-A, 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 P-I-M-A. And you want to do that all the way up and down, not going to, just that over and over. So once you get back up here, and now what you do is you keep the thumb as the first one, but then you reverse these three. So what I mean by that is you're going to hit P-A-M-I. All the way up, back down. Now what you want to do is P-I-M-A and then back to M-I. So P-I-M-A-M-I. And once again, all the way up, all the way down. And then just like before, we're going to reverse it. So P, now it's A-M-I-M-A. Like I said before, all the way up, all the way down. And now we're going to go on to P-I-M-I-A-I-M-I. Now this all seems very complex and it's going to be hard to remember, but I mean, after a couple of times of doing it, it just feels natural, especially those early ones, you know, everyone has done that before. But this one, just saying it kind of like, you know, trying to remember, but it gets very easy, very quick. And another thing I forgot to mention is I always use a metronome. This is the one I happen to use, but not like I'm sponsored. I always use a metronome for basically every single thing I do during my warm-up, and when I'm playing all my pieces, I'm using a metronome. It's like constantly going, and if you're not used to it, you're going to find it extremely annoying, I'm sure. But I mean, now it's just, I'm so used to it, like I find it hard. I don't find it hard to play without it, not like I'm struggling or anything, but I mean, it just like, I want the metronome to know that I'm, you know, doing a certain beats per minute, and you know, that kind of stuff. Make sure I'm keeping up with a certain pace I'm going for, you know, trying to go faster, trying to force myself to slow down, those kind of different things. But definitely use a metronome. I'm just not using it right now because I'm doing the video stuff. But anyway, back to PIMIAIMI. Here we go. So it's just like that. And now, as with the other ones, now we're going to reverse it. So it's PAMAIAMA. That's how that one goes. So that really takes care of all of kind of this group here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take all those same patterns and apply them to the pinky and now these three fingers over here, so not the eye. Now this is kind of where I separated off. That was all from what my teacher had taught me. He gave me this kind of sheet here with all those different arpeggios. And then I decided to start working on my pinky, which is certainly not a widely used or accepted thing yet, but I think that in the future it's going to be used a lot more. And as a teacher, I find it important to, you know, if I'm teaching someone that's like 5 years old, by the time they're up to, you know, performing professional level kind of thing, it might very well be, you know, standard use by then. So I fear it's just something that I should be doing, working on myself, so that I can teach other people how to do it. So, just like I said before, we're going to take all those same patterns and now just apply them to here. So we did PIMA, now we're going to do PMAC. So, what you want to do is just like before, except just shift everything over down here. So you had it like this, now you just move the eye off the strings, move these two over, and put your pinky down. So that's, you know, that's just how you want to do it. And then, just like before, now we reverse it. This one I'll play the full time. So that's how you want to do all of them. I decided to finally do it actually that time, but so yeah, we did that way, then we did that way. Now we're going to do the, how we did the I-M-A-M-I, now we're going to do M-A-C-A-M. So still not used to the pinky. So that's how you do that, and then like before, just reverse it. So we're going to do C-A-M-A-C. So that's that one, and now we're going to do the M-A-M-C-M-A-M. Now the one that I think is probably the hardest, especially if you're just starting out with the pinky, is now C, A, C, M, C, A, C. So that one's definitely the toughest one, I think. And now there's one more I want to show, and then, I mean, you could always just expand upon this. This one I just decided to add so I could use all 5 fingers in one thing, rather than kind of splitting up with these 4 and then these 4 kind of thing, you know. So this one, same pattern up here, but we're going to put the thumb on A, and then the I finger on the D string, and then M on G, A on B, and C on E. But just leave the D open, and it'll just be kind of cool noise added in. And then I just do up and down kind of thing. P, I, M, A, C, A, M, I, P. It just, you know, sounds pretty cool with that D thrown in there. And but then it also just works out, you know, all the fingers together working together rather than splitting up between this pattern and this pattern. And that's really pretty much all I do for arpeggios. I used to do the Giuliani ones, like I said, but I think they're definitely important to do at some point. But I think it comes to a point where it's just, you know, what else can you do with it? You've been playing it for how many years? And it's just kind of time to just put it away for now. Maybe one day bring it back out, you know, that kind of thing. But I think this is just a more modern take on it, maybe. Like the Giuliani, they just use the same 2 chords over and over. I forget, A and E, or I forget what the chords even are now, but just over and over, and it can get really boring, whereas this, you know, slides up and down. And I think you get a lot of variations with this pattern. I mean, certainly there's a ton of 120 variations with the Giuliani ones, but I think you get a lot of a workout with this kind of arpeggio that I just showed you. It also involves the more modern take on using the pinky rather than just kind of leaving it out there. Because, I mean, it's a finger. You know, people always talk about, like, oh, if I had another hand, I could be so much better at playing guitar. And yet we have this extra finger on here that we never use, you know. The only time people really use it is for, like, Raschiato stuff like that, you know, certain flamenco things. But other than that, it's, like, totally left out. And I just think it should be brought in as a part, and I think this is a great way to introduce it. You know, just take it slow, even if you can, you know, burn. You know, that wasn't burning, obviously, because I wasn't really even preparing to play, but, you know, even you can slightly just fire through, you know, regular IMA stuff, and then add in that pinky, and all of a sudden, you know, you gotta take it way slower. You know, drop your metronome down as far as it will go, and just take it nice and slow. And then just work up from there. Even if you feel like you can play it faster, just drop it all the way down to the bottom anyway, and just each day, you know, bump it up a little bit at a time, rather than trying to play it too fast. And I mean, other than that, that's really all I have for this video, episode, whatever you want to call it. But I'll definitely be making more of these, going through kind of my whole warm-up just to show you guys. Other stuff I have coming up then will be like some chromatic scale stuff, some non-chromatic scale stuff, slurs. I also do chromatic octaves, but I feel like a lot of people already do that, and I don't really have anything special to add to that, so I might just skip over that video. I've also just recently started doing the spider thing out of the pumping nylon, but I don't really do anything special with that, so I might just skip over those things. Tremolo, I think I might go over tremolo, even though I myself am not great at tremolo, but I feel like I have a nice activity I would like to show anyway. And then chords, because I think a lot of people just don't really work on chords at all as far as classical goes. I mean, certainly jazz people do chords a lot, but that's just something I just decided to add in one day, and I think it's been helpful. And yeah, so I'll be going over that stuff, making videos, you know, every once in a while, posting them up. But anyway, hopefully this was all on camera, because I don't have one of those flip out things to actually see what I'm doing. And hopefully there wasn't a lot of noise, because people are outside doing yard work and stuff. So hopefully you could hear what I was saying. Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe so you can make sure you get the video updates on whenever I post more stuff. Check out music that I've recorded and posted. If you like this video, like it. That's really it. So thanks for watching.